following the students threatening to shut down the CBN and its branches across the nation, as well as the headquarters, following the hike in ATM withdrawal tariff. We're now joined by the Abuja coordinator, Youth Rights Campaign, Ibukun Omole, and he joins us live to give us a bit more insight on today's story. Ibukun, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, we have opposition from the NLC, SERAP, and now NANS. Will this latest threat be, strong enough to deter the government from continuing with this policy or tariff hike?
The tariff hike is a new stage in the financial operation of the Nigerian people by the Tinubu government. And this present regime is taking advantage of the fact that the Nigerian people are still struggling to find democratic representation for their grievances against the government. Because we've seen the fuel hike, we've seen the electricity tariff hike. Recently, we had the issue of data increment, and then ATM charges again. So I think we are in a country where our leaders are fully disconnected from us, and they feel that they cannot be held responsible by anybody. So it means that there's this technocratic disconnect from leaders and the masses. Everything is eating under the economy. Meanwhile, corporate profit is soaring. In fact, according to Punch, 10 banks in 2024, within the first 9 months of 2024, 10 banks made $4.07 billion, amounting to 15% of 2024's budgets. That's profit before tax, as at the 9th month of 2024.
Right.
Amounting to 15% of the 2024 budgets. That shows that we are in an economy that prioritizes the profit of these banks more than the welfare of the people. Ibukun, and this is what the Tinubu government is showing.
Ibukun, so with, we have NLC that have said they're going to push back on this, and they have a planned protest. There's also SERAP as well, who's taking the government to court. And now there's NANS. I asked if this latest threat, if you guys join hands, is it strong enough with all this dissenting voice? Is it strong enough to deter the government from continuing with this tariff hike?
Thank you very much. I think the problem with the NANS and the NLC is that with the Nigerian students, the NANS has lost credibility because of this lack of democratic representation of the grievances of Nigerian students. With the Nigerian people and the Nigerian workers, the NLC has lost credibility because of consistent betrayal of the struggles of the Nigerian people. So the problem that has been created is a problem of democratic representation of the people's grievances. It is that we no longer have platforms to democratically present, because as it stands now, the Nigerian people can come out by themselves, like it was done during bad governance, during NSAS, come out to protest these issues. But the problem of waiting for people for platforms like NANS, for platforms like NLC, is the fact that we are setting ourselves up for disappointment again. For example, during the bad governance, if Nigerian people had waited for NLC to move, what would we hear? Like we heard just recently, when the issue of data charges came up, what we would hear is that the NSC has met with the government and the struggle has been suspended. So the Nigerian people are not really trusting in these platforms, the NLC, the NANS. And so I think the important thing is for grassroots movements to start bringing themselves together to represent the grievances of the Nigerian people.
All right.
Rather than let politicians use us to fight each other, use us in local government elections, in state elections to fight each other. We should be coming together,
all right,
as Nigerians, organizing horizontally to charge against these issues.
Okay, Ibukun, we must say thank you for taking out the time to join us today. Ibukun Omole there, he is the Abuja coordinator for the Youth Rights Campaign.